Hi, I'm Allie, and tonight might not be the best night to record my intro, but welcome to Emoji Does, because you probably haven't been here before. Welcome nonetheless, and today I want to show you how I did my full cover gel tips and how I try to make them last. So, appreciate you stopping by. Oh, hey Mochi. So to start off, I use my mango cuticle softener and I liberally apply that all around my cuticle. So after leaving the cuticle softener on my nails for a couple minutes, I'll gently push back my cuticle as much as possible while leaving the softener on my nails. To help get rid of that cuticle, I'll use the back end of the cuticle pusher and gently scrape along the top part of my nail. I then clean the cuticle softener off my nail and again go in with the back of the cuticle pushers to see if there's any excess cuticle left or that I missed. I then go in with a ball drill bit to help get more of the cuticle off and roughen up those areas that I just cleaned. Using very light pressure, I go around the nail right where it meets the skin. After going with that drill bit, I'll dust my nails off and then go in for a light buffing. You can just buff the nails just to roughen them up with this simple buffer that I got in a kit, or you can use your electric drill bit and a sanding band to roughen up the nails very gently. All you're trying to do in this case is remove the shine. I'm not very good with the cuticle nippers yet, so don't follow my tutorial step by step for this part, but it is good to try and remove that excess skin that hangs over once you've cleaned a lot of that area off using the cuticle nippers. Sometimes I have trouble keeping the cuticle pushed all the way back, so I'll go back in with the cuticle pusher just to help kind of lift that excess skin that's hanging off. But like I said, this part I'm still learning, so I could definitely use some practice. And it's always good to clean your tools, of course, before putting them away. Next we go in with more of a cone-shaped drill bit, and this is again just to help get those little parts that we might have missed with our buffer. We're just trying to remove that shine all around the cuticle area. It's important to keep the drill bit parallel to your nail as much as possible, which actually you can see I'm not doing a very good job here. So definitely learn from my mistakes. I'm doing a much better job on the index finger actually versus the thumb. Okay, now we've finished all of our buffing. We can finally start to go in with our nail dehydrator. And I highly recommend using a nail dehydrator and primer before putting on any sort of tips. It'll definitely help the nails last a lot longer. When applying the dehydrator, it's important to not flood the cuticle, so you apply a light layer mostly to the middle of your nail, trying to stay away from the edges. And then we'll go in with a primer. I highly recommend the Young Nails Protein Bond. It's definitely been a lifesaver for my nails and keeping them from lifting. In a similar story, we want to keep a nice thin layer mostly in the middle of the nail, staying away from the edges. And you kind of want to let them dry in between. You don't actually have to put them in the UV or anything, but you just want to give them some time before you go in with your next step. So this Jello step is actually how I remove my nails quickly. It comes with a oil that dissolves this layer, allowing me to easily remove the nails after 1-2 weeks. Then I apply a top coat to that layer, just again to help there be more of a layer between my natural nail and the gel that I'm going to put on top, so it's easier for me to peel off when I want to. Of course, before applying your nail glue gel, you'll want to measure the nails that you want to use. You want to make sure they fit sidewall to sidewall, and you don't want to push the nail all the way up against the cuticle. You want there to be a tiny bit of space in between the cuticle, or where your skin starts, and the tip of the top, excuse me, of the full cover gel tip. So there'll be somewhat of a step in between. If the nail doesn't fit perfectly, you want to go with one that's a little too big and then sand down the sides. One of the best ways to etch out the nail tip and help it last longer and adhere to your nail better is to use a primer at the top of the tip rather than using a buffer or an electric drill. I've had some issues with an electric drill where I've actually ruined the nail shape by going a little too rough on the nail. So this is one of the easiest ways I've seen to etch out the nail tip. Now this step again is optional, mostly just because I added that top coat. I need to roughen my nails up just a little bit again before applying the nail glue. So for the Beetles nail glue, you want to apply a full layer to your nails prior to filling in the top of the full cover gel tips, which I actually did not show here. So you want to press the nail starting close to the cuticle with just a little bit of space, pressing down lightly until it reaches your natural nail. You get it where you like it, you move to your flash curing lamp. And then once all the nails are applied, you want to put them under a full UV lamp for around a minute, depending on what gel you're using. After curing, go ahead and cut them down to size and start to shape them. So one of the steps I didn't show here is at the top of the gel tip, in between your skin and that very top part, there'll be a little step. You can either get rid of it by using that cone-shaped drill bit and lightly buffing it out. Other times, like this time here, I actually didn't remove that step and I just filled that part with some top coat. I did this because I knew the design I wanted to do had an opaque base. If you're going to do a design that's more translucent, you may want to get rid of that step because it could show through the design. This is actually the gel tips that I did prior to doing my 4th of July set. I actually did this a whole day before, so I went ahead and top coated all over my nail before I did my design, either the next day or a couple days later. dry top coat underneath my nail, also to help keep dust and any grime from collecting under there and making it easier to wash off. And that is how I do full coverage gel tips. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks for watching.
Oh